Hi, I'm Hannah. Thanks for watching. Okay, today I have a special episode. Thank you, because I have my helper with me. Would you like to tell them your name?
Ollie.
Yes, I have my special helper, Ollie. He is handing me things. So it's a project update video, and I was going to record during nap time, and then it just didn't work out. And so here we are. Oh, do you like Mommy's shawl? Do you want to try it on before I talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a project update video. Thanks for covering your mouth. Oh, that looks nice on you. I like it a lot, buddy. Do you like it? Okay, today I have a project update video, and I have a finished object. I have a new cast on that I have made so much progress on. I have another new cast on that I need help deciding what yarn to use. And then I also have an acquisition. So we've been traveling. I apologize. We have a little bit of a cold, both of us. So if you hear some coughing, I'm very sorry. I'll try and cut it all out. But I finished this. This is my Vertices Unite drawing that I started to kind of visualize how I wanted my Vertices Unite to look. And I have a whole video about how I planned it out. And I ended up sticking with this exact color plan that I made in that video. So if you want to look back and see all my planning, you can, if you haven't seen it, and then you can see it here now that it's made. The only difference that I did from what I said was that I ended up making the smaller size and not the larger size.
Mommy?
Yes, honey?
Look how yarn is this caboose.
Your train is so long. So I did end up making the smaller size, mostly because when I was knitting this section, I got kind of bored, and I didn't really realize that it was the biggest section, and I thought, if I have to make a bunch of sections in this size, I'm gonna be so bored, and so I just made it the smaller size. But then I realized it's the biggest section for the most part, and so I didn't really need to do that, but I did end up. This is how I've been wearing it. Just because I don't really know how to wear it, but I've been wearing it like this. I wore it quite a bit on our trip because it was colder than we had thought. Where my grandparents live, it's generally, well, we visit in the summer for the most part, and it's generally like 100 Fahrenheit plus is like the average when we're there. But it was actually really unseasonably cool, and it actually rained, and I told my mom, I think this is the first time I've ever visited my grandfather and it has rained. And like, they used to live there, my sister lived there, and yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it rain there. Good for them, but it was chilly. So I ended up blocking this the night before our plane ride, and I blocked like the body part, and I finished that. And then I intended to knit the I-cord on the plane. So it's about, from RDU to LAX, I think the flight was like 5 hours maybe. And I think I said this before, I just don't really love flying. And so my husband just kind of let me just sit and stress knit the whole time. And he did most of the hanging out with the toddler time, which he loves flying, and he was so wonderful on the plane. And you know, even if he wasn't, it'd be fine because it's hard for all of us, but he really did wonderful. And I knit the whole I-cord. So I had really hoped to finish this on the trip and be able to wear it, and it worked out. So that was really exciting. My favorite thing is that it's so tiny and compact. Like, it just fits so easily in my backpack, but it really made a difference in how warm I felt. Like, honestly, I felt like this kept me very warm, and when my son tried it on, it could keep him warm as well. But it's not too bulky. I definitely would call this a shawl and not a tiny scarf, just based on the size that it is. And I haven't reblocked it with the I-cord, so I definitely will do that at some point, but I'm just really enjoying wearing it right now. I feel like because I blocked the like body, it's not really that noticeable. But yeah, I really like it. And it really did not take me very long at all. I had to redo one section because I did it in the wrong color. But otherwise, yeah, I didn't have any like issues with the pattern, no issues with myself knitting it. I ended up keeping the blue I-cord. My family all asked, like, did you plan all your outfits around this shawl? And I said, no, I did not. That is just the goal of this shawl, was that it matched anything I happened to be wearing. So it feels like I achieved that goal. I had like green pants, I had my jean jacket, I had some gray on, I had white and pink. So I had this color on. It just kind of fit really well and feels like a big win. So my brother-in-law is also making one, but he's making the larger size. He's committed. And if I have a picture of him knitting it, I'll put it on, because we were across the aisle on the plane when he was knitting it. And I didn't know this, but he's making it for my sister, which is very sweet. She knows that. But it's blue and yellow, and just different like colors of blue and yellow, and I think it's going to be beautiful. But he was running into the first section being a little bit of like a slog, as they say. But he was committed to doing the larger size, so good on him for that. So that's my only finished object. I did give away the horsey, the little horse. I regret I did not get a picture of the little horse with another horse. That was my like vision when visiting my grandfather's, was to take a picture of the horse with a horse. That inspired it, but we just were doing a lot and all that, it didn't happen. My son did ride a horse. I'll put a picture of him with my mom. I think it helped because it was a pony this year and not like a full-sized horse. My grandfather has a pony at the farm, and so he did. I was so proud of him. I just asked him. He said, not yet. And then I said, okay, they're going to put the pony back in his pen. Are you ready? And he said, yeah, I think I'm ready this year. And so he did. I was just really proud, and I know some of you were wondering. And so he did. He rode the pony. It was his first time. He was proud. I was proud. And my grandparents were so happy to get a picture of him and me together with him on the horse, because, yeah, they reminded me that I probably wouldn't have done that either, because it just wasn't my thing. So anyway, next I have the second project I brought with me on this trip. Progress, but it's also a new cast on. I don't think I've shown you guys yet. When I finished my I-cord on the plane, I started to get a little worried that I did not bring enough things to knit, but it worked out. I didn't have like a ton of time to knit. I feel like maybe I did get a little more done than I would at home, because we had a lot of car rides, but I wasn't driving. So like we had like a 2.5-hour car ride, and I just got to sit back and knit, which was really nice. And then got like the car ride to the farm, like things like that. I wasn't driving, nor was I necessarily entertaining. And so I did have some time to knit, like in the car. That was the main time that I got to knit, because yeah, there wasn't a lot of sleeping. But anyway, I'm really excited, and I'm going to show you. This is my reaction to seeing it on the camera. Wow, okay. It's not coming out totally how I see it. It's a little pinker. Okay, that looks better. So it's a little pinker in person, but I'm just using this natural light for right now. Yeah, this is my Harlow sweater V-neck. And I really love it. And I am using, sorry, I'm just looking at it on the camera a bunch. I am using, this is Knitting for Olive, heavy merino, and the color is Marzipan. And then I am also using Berry Suri by Woolberry Fiber Co., and the color is October. And I brought the other one so you could see more of the color, because this isn't that helpful. Stuck to our airline tags. But this is the other skein, so I have 2 more, so I'm not worried about running out of this. I haven't checked to see how many more I have of this, because I don't want to think about it. But this skein seems to have a lot more pink. The first one had a lot more yellow, so I hope that that's fine. But yeah, we'll see. It probably looks different wound up too. But anyway, yes, I love it. I'm not alternating skeins because I talked to a knitting friend, and she's actually making the same sweater with a plain base and Woolberry Suri, and she recommended not alternating hers because like for the Suri, it's just kind of mottled, and so you can't really tell anyway. So I was really nervous to see how that worked, like for these rows that are back and forth versus in the round, but I actually don't feel like I can see much of a difference. And then on the back, someone might point this out, on the back, did this a little bit differently than the pattern recommends. I did it based on what Marlene Knits said in her podcast. I think she said it was a mistake, but I actually really liked how it looked. So when you pick up on the I-cord, it's supposed to just leave one row of stitches, but I like how this looks on the inside. But I actually liked how it looked with like kind of the whole I-cord. And so I did what she said she did, which again, she said was accidental. But I kind of like it, just gives it a little bit more texture. And I feel like I made the I-cord. I don't want to hide it. Like, I don't know, I made the whole I-cord cast on and then I was like, oh man, it's gonna disappear. And so I kind of think it's cute to just have it on the back shoulder seam. Really just in love with this. I keep working on it, like not really frantically, but just like very, it's making me want to keep knitting it. So I keep picking it up whenever I can because yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's what I wanted, something with a larger gauge so that it would go more quickly. Yeah, I think I'll do when I run out of this, it's almost gone. I think I'll do the neck next, and I'm like so thrilled to see how that turns out. I cannot wait for that. I talked about maybe modifying the V-neck to make it a little bit higher, so it wouldn't be quite as low. I didn't end up doing that, so I'm just hoping that the like ribbing will make it how I want it to look. We'll see. But I am obsessed with the colors together, and yeah, so when I finish this one, I'm gonna do the neck next when I start this. So that will be soon, I think. I could probably finish this tonight. Yeah, so I really love it. I cannot wait to see. I hope that we will have a cold enough day left to wear it. If not, it's fine. I'll just wear it around the house and then I'll wear it in the winter, but I would really like to get some wear out of it. Okay, so that was my finished object, my work in progress, and then I have a new cast on. Well, I haven't started it yet, but I need help deciding which yarn to use. So I am test knitting the Skyline Tee. I'll put a picture here. It's the fingering weight t-shirt version of Tori Yu's, I guess, Skyline sweater, maybe it's just Skyline top. I don't know. It's got a cute saddle shoulder, kind of a plain tee, the rest of it, but I think it is a shape and a design that I would wear really often. So I have a swatch here. It's still wet, so it's not really easy to see if I'm at gauge yet or not. Okay, so this colorway is Purple Smoke, and it's Linen Quill by Purl Soho. I've actually had this in my stash for a while, in my yarn pantry for a while, and I have 3. So it's definitely full-length sweaters worth, but I would just need 2 for this test, and I'm thinking about using this. Okay, so this is Purl Soho Linen Quill. The colorway is Purple Smoke, and I'm thinking about using it for the test. I have enough. I have 3, which is actually more than enough. But yeah, I really like how Linen Quill feels. I would like it in a t-shirt. I think I would wear that often. The only thing I'm not sure about is the color. I'm trying to think through my summer wardrobe, like what bottoms do I have that would go with something this color. I feel like my classic army green does not really go with this that well. So I'm torn. That's my only hang up, because otherwise I really like it. And I think it would be nice for a summer t-shirt. The other yarn I'm thinking about is this. This is Woolberry Fiber Co. Berry Tweed. And I don't remember the colorway. Oh man, it was from like 2 years ago maybe. And I have 2, which is what I wanted to make as a t-shirt. I had originally planned to make the Tonight Top by Lily Kate France, but I don't know. I think maybe a t-shirt might be more wearable for me right now. So I don't know. My only concern with this one is that it's a little bit like the gray and the brown. I'm like, is it it's not summery enough? I don't know. So I'm not sure that I like love either of my choices. Well, I love both the yarns, but I'm trying to decide if they're the right fit for this sweater. The third option I'm considering is actually the same yarn that I'm wearing. This is Sweetgrass by Purl Soho. And this is Heirloom White, but my sister just ordered me some from the sale they're having, and she said she'd give it to me for my birthday, which is in October. So I might just have to buy it from her and then give her more birthday ideas, because like this is the first time I've worn it because it's warmish today this year, but I wore this all the time last year, and I think the year before is when I made it. And so yeah, I get a ton of wear out of this, and I really like the blend. I think the yarn is cotton wool linen, cotton wool alpaca. I don't know. It's like, to me, it's like the perfect summer yarn. So I might wait for that yarn to come, swatch with that, and see. She ordered me like a brown, and so I think that would be really pretty in this tee. But I also think both of these would be really pretty too. I just have to decide what I want for my sort of summer wardrobe. If you're also testing the Skyline Tee, please let me know what yarn you're using. I know there's not a ton of us, but there's not like a channel to chat, and so I don't really know what everyone else is doing, and I'm really interested. I'll have to follow the hashtag or something. Okay, so that's what I need help with. Please let me know. And then my last thing is an acquisition, and I'm excited to share this with you. This is Making Stories, and it's the spring 2024 issue. It's issue number 11, and it is gorgeous. So Hannah Lisa from Making Stories sent this to me, and yeah, I'm gonna do a full review of it after I like read it and whatnot. But when we got home yesterday, I just like opened it and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But basically, if you haven't heard of Making Stories, gosh, I'll put a link to their like website and stuff. I'll just read it to you because I don't want to mess it up. It says, with Making Stories magazine, we strive to create wearable collections of knitwear that you'll love and wear for years and years to come. The yarns we featured are all produced with the utmost care for our planet and its inhabitants, be they human or non-human. We hope to inspire you to make conscious and informed decisions about what you make, with which materials, and with a lot of joy in your heart. Okay, I love that. If you are a magazine person like I am, this is one of the few like fine knitting magazines that is left, sadly. It's been a tough year for a knitting magazine, so this is a great one to support. They actually have like a subscriber system set up, and you can subscribe to get all of the collections. And I do have an affiliate link for that, which I'll put in the box. But yeah, I've never done an affiliate link before, but this is something that I think is really, really special. And like Making Stories, their brand, Hannah Lisa's hard work that she's putting out there, the designers that they use and support, I feel like I really believe in it. And yeah, also the designs are beautiful. So yeah, Making Stories, thank you for sending this, Hannah Lisa. It is so beautiful. I've already picked out what I want to make, but I will show you later when I have read everything in there. Maybe I will change my mind, but I think I know which one I'm going to make. Okay, that is all I have today for you. A little fiber news. So I will be attending that hopefully Friday or Saturday. Yeah, if you see me there, please say hi. I'm shorter in person is what I hear. Just to give you a warning. I don't know what I'm gonna wear yet. I'll put it on my Instagram. Last year, like a few people said hi, and I never thought in a million years that would happen. And so yeah, if you want to, say hi, and I will be there. I might have my son with me, so he'll say hi too. And I hope you have a lovely weekend and happy knitting. You want to say anything to Mommy's watchers?
No, I don't want to say video.
You want to sit in this chair and hand Mommy stuff while I record?